A quick video about the rosary situation in silksong. So I've heard a lot of complaints that people were not getting enough rosaries in the game. Since then, I believe that Team Cherry actually updated that. They made enemies drop more rosaries, I think, and they also made some of the quest rewards give you more rosaries. And basically, I want to point out that Team Cherry actually built in a few things into the game that are supposed to help you. At least I believe. You can never speak in certainty in terms of like how developers intended for a thing to happen, right? We can only guess based on what we see and whatnot. You know what I mean? But what I find very interesting is that one of the chief complaints in the game, that being that there are some very brutal runbacks in this game, that seems to be one of the mechanics that Team Cherry may have built into the game specifically to help you farm rosaries. They want you to get, I think, they, again, before I continue, this is all speculative. I can't speak for Team Cherry. Nobody can really speak for Team Cherry. Even all we can do is just kind of infer what they may have intended from what you see in the game, that sort of thing. But it seems like if you learn some of these runbacks and you get good enough at them, they are basically rosary farming situations. Like it's really good for making rosaries. So I just got to this section of the game here. This is the coral chambers. If you haven't been here, I'd say click away now. There's no spoilers here really, but you will see a boss and two of the or three of the really what I would say advanced level enemies in this section. So click away if you don't want to see any of that. But at the end of this video, you're going to see basically a bit of a rosary jackpot at the very end of the run back. And of course, you can actually avoid all three of these enemies that you can take to the run back. But if you don't, there's a rosary jackpot at the very end of it. I don't know if Team Cherry intended for that to kind of make these runbacks more palatable for players, but it is there and it is something that should be taken into account when speculating on the whole runback situation Anyway, here we go. I'm gonna have to focus a little bit because I'm not that great at these enemies just yet, so they might kill me and I don't want to die before you can see the rosary jackpot at the end. Okay, that's one. We've got 33, 32 rosaries. Yeah, that's how much they're dropping. They're dropping 32 rosaries around there. I'm gonna play it safe. I didn't really need to heal there, but like I said, for the sake of the video, I'm playing extremely safe. Whoops. There. It's another one down. So we have one more to go, one more rosary farm before we get to the boss chamber. And 32, 32, it adds up. It adds up to quite a bit, and it adds up real quick. There you go. I just kind of cheesed them there at the end. I just wanted to get through it. I'm lucky I didn't die, to be honest. Anyway, so here we have accumulated 96 rosaries on our way to the boss battle. And I've been dying at the boss here, so as you can see, my cocoon is right there. Look, 416 rosaries, 512. I'm literally getting about 100 every time I complete this run back. That pretty much gets rid of all of my rosary issues here. By the time I'm done with this boss, I could have 1,000, and if I really want to be, extra proactive about farming rosaries, I could even just die at the boss right before I think I'm gonna kill it and just keep repeating it and have fun. I find that pretty fun. And build up my rosaries and then go make necklaces out of them so I don't lose them whenever I die, and then good to go. Rosary situation is taken care of. Anyway, that's about it for this video. Hope it's informative. Hope it adds a little bit to the speculation on silksong. Makes things a little bit more well-rounded, And I hope you enjoyed as much as I enjoyed. See you on the next one.